Hello YouTube, Brother A1 here again, and today I'm going to show you this HP deskpro 600 series G1. This one uses the as well CPUs. I bought this today for 40 euros, and as you can see, there's a part that maybe can tell you. So let's check the the computer. Here's the lid. I remove it because of the changes that were made in the back. It doesn't allow to take that easy. Here on the front, this one has the slim drive DVR-W, a blank for this floppy drive or card reader, and there's the power button with the power LED, and on this right the hard drive activity LED. There's a Pro Desk decal, two USB 2.0s, two USB 3.0s, combo jack with microphone headphones, and a headphone jack. There's a HP logo and the Core i5 HP Intel logo. Sorry. In terms of hard drive, here's a hard drive. It's a 500 gigabytes Western Digital, still good. Here's the optical drive. It's upside down, but okay. It's still the original. It's this like this. We have 4 RAM slots, two occupied by one 2 gigabytes 1333 MHz DDR3, and the other one with a 4 gigabytes 1600 MHz. So it's running at 1333 because of that 2 gigabytes, which I'm going to change it. And below the heatsink and this airflow cover, we have the from the original launch, the Core i5 4590 that clocks at 3.3 up to 3.7 gigahertz. That's one or single or two cores. Here's a motherboard layout with proprietary connectors. The USB connectors, SATAs, normal. Some of the front I/O connectors. You have another USB 3.0 connector. That one I can't really tell. There's more connectors. Here we have PCI 16 at 16X and three PCI 1X. There's the main chipset. It's the Q85 chipset. I already cleaned it. It was completely blocked with dust. It was clogged. I cleaned it, applied some new thermopaste to make it run even better. And it was. So as you can see here, I did put this plastic cover. I took from the DVD case because the previous owner did cut or remove to use a normal hard drive, or sorry, a normal graphics card, full height, not half height. Here's the power supply. It's a 80 plus gold. Is 240 watts. Here's the back. Two PS2 keyboard and mouse, gigabit Ethernet, two USB 2.0s, two display ports, serial, VGA, two USBs 2.0s, and two USB 3 ports, audio in and out. As you can see, I did cut the remainders of the what was left from the expansion part. It was everything was torn this way, and because I didn't want it to not to we'll have a lot of work to making everything look normal, but I decided to remove it and place this plastic cover, which I still need a few modifications. I'm going to apply another this metal strings here to make it more better on the bottom, and this is okay, but this one is it's a little loose, but I don't know. There's the power supply fan and power connectors. So for the €40, it was a very nice deal. You can see the other part of the inside of the computer. So I did a minor cleaning that was needed, of course, and so I'll be right back after powering up. So I'm back, all plugged in. I'm going to use the VGA connector. So it's time to power it up. It has the Windows 10. I did make a clean installation so that nothing on the original owner shows up. By the way, it was locked to his email in the store, so I decided to completely wipe it. I might get a case from a broken one with a bad motherboard, power supply, and swap it, and maybe make this my new Windows XP machine. It has a good quad core and consumes a little less power. There we go. It's almost an almost quiet computer. I'll show you the hard drive. The clock battery is still okay. As you can see, the hard drive, it had a lot of hours. 328 days and 11 hours. And turning on 3,333 times. Wow. Very cool. I'm going to place better RAM in this. As you can see, Intel Core i5 4590. This was the best one at launch, with 3.3 gigahertz base with turbo up to 3.7, 1 or 2 cores. There is a cache, 6 megabytes, 4 cores, 4 threads, as well, 2.2 nanometers. Here's the motherboard. It's a Q85, which compared to the H81, the Q85 uses 4 RAM slots. Here's the memory, running at 1333, dual channel, 6 gigabytes. There's the SK 4 gigabytes. Using the IGP graphics, the Intel HD 4600. Let's do a quick benchmark. As you know, Intel did launch, it was not a new architecture. The Broadwell was mainly only for laptops, parts of CPUs, while the desktop this had a small that was called as well refresh. It was only an 100 megahertz boost on almost CPUs that use that refresh. So here the CPU multi-core 1540 and single thread 404. 400 3.4, sorry. Now let's compare to the lowest of the CPU list. This is a Core 2 Duo 8500, as you can see. Now let's go up one. Compared to the A10 APU, for two modules for threads, as you can see, still beat it. Now, using a higher, the KB Lake i5, you see a good boost. Now with AMD FX 8350, as you can see, it's match. In terms of multi-core, it's a little better, but not that much. In single thread, it's more than less than half. This is compared to the Core i7 2600K. As you can see, single core performance is better, and multi-thread is very close. With now the infamous overclock FX CPUs. In multi-core it beats, but single thread not. Now here against with the i5 4790K. The i7 6700K, 7700K, against with the Ryzen 5 1600, and always going up. This CPU is still very good nowadays for web browsing, office usage, and very light gaming, which I'm going to do a video later when having more RAM, at least 8 gigabytes of RAM, and see how there's the iGPU compares. Oops. Using Microsoft Edge on YouTube at 1080p runs well. 1440p non 60 frames still plays well also. Let's check my YouTube channel. With the extremely low end HP slimline. This is 1080p normal, not the 60 frame ones. So let's check 4K videos. Right now it's 1080p 60. It runs flawlessly. Now let's pump it. Let's go to 1440p, 60 frames. It runs well. It was an extremely nice deal on this one. Now let's go to 4K 60. You might starting to see some frame skips. Yeah. It might update it to place it down to 1440p again. I think with a better RAM it will run a little better. So this is a look of this HP deskpro 600 G1 small form factor. So I hope you guys will like it, and see you in the next video.